All right. Hey, how's everybody doing? Anybody's even there. Anyways, I just did that little premiere and then I thought maybe I'd do something a little bit different and potentially do
For that
like a
premiere.
little live stream right afterwards just to talk about that. Let's see if anybody joins. I thought for some reason that the premiere was supposed to be like an automatic link or something like that, but we'll see if that happens. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Jedi Trek, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. I did that little premiere. I know it's like last minute, so I really appreciate you jumping in. I wanted to talk more about this figure because, and the other one. I don't know if you watched my other video, but I got the Mark III Iron Man. Hey, Kat, thanks for joining. I was just saying, like, I got these two figures by walking into Target and finding them on the shelf, which I thought was actually pretty cool. It was this weekend. I was looking for that Black Series Wrecker, but they got them shrink wrapped and palletized apparently in the one store that I went to. There were supposed to be like 6 of them, but they're doing a reset in their store. So it was one of those things where they said they wouldn't go look through them at all. Arash Vernus, hello. Welcome. So it was almost like settling for these figures that I was going to get anyways. And the interesting thing is, I have this guy on pre-order, and I got a notice from Target of all places telling me, I can take off Iron Man's head. Hold on. There you go. So the way that Iron Man works, I'll finish my story in a second. Where's the sun? Salacious is here. Thank you for coming. Okay, so so the Iron Man does come with the extra helmet with the full face gear. So he has that look, and then he has this look. Now, I was sort of hoping that when this figure came out, that this piece was going to move, but it doesn't. But what's going to really be kind of cool is if I ever pick up the one that Sean has, and when I'm looking down here, you guys are like, what are you looking for? Is there like something? I'm looking for, I had done this in the review. Just going to do it because you asked. So Sean has the one that with the Thanos, the Endgame Tony Stark, and he has a couple of different heads. So if I ever get that, this armor may end up with that head. So this is off of the Tony Stark from the original. So the head sculpt's not fantastic, and it looks a little bit small, but that's the Tony Stark with the head on there. And one of the things that I think is really cool is, like, if you look at this, it really to me looks like it's lit up when it's facing some sort of a light source, and it really does have that look like it's illuminating, but it's not. It's just a very bright white. So anyways, what I was saying is I was at the Target and I wanted to pick up the Wrecker. They has 6 in stock apparently, but they're doing a reset, so they got it shrink wrapped, and they will not break down those pallets for anybody. They said they're not going to get to those till probably the end of this week. So I'm just hoping that I can make it back to the store before everybody else. But normally I work in the morning. So I don't think I'm going to make that one. The sun is far away. It's past 2 planets going that way. Nice. Yeah, I thought so too. Like when I was making that video yesterday for this Iron Man, it really did look like it was lit up, and I really like the reflectiveness of this. But getting back to the ODIN, I was really impressed when I saw them on the shelf, and I honestly thought that this headdress was just going to be permanently attached. But it's super cool that it comes off. And what I failed to do during the review was I did not do a head swap for Odin. So I'll just pull that off, and I will do the proper head swap that you're supposed to do with it and put the other head on. I know that's silly, right? Like I just put another Odin head on the guy. See, the thing is, I would normally use that Thor's head, but that almost makes too much sense because he's actually wearing the outfit that he would normally wear. So I just got to find another character who could be a stand-in for Odin, or who might dress like this in this type of outfit that you might want to see like in a movie or something like that if you were going to do that. Well, let's just do this, like say like I think Loki pretended to be Odin for a while, right? So this could almost be like, but look how long the neck is with that head. Oh my gosh, that looks really bad. Oh man, that looks horrible. Yeah, I didn't plan that well. I should have had more heads out. But I really like the fact that this little headpiece comes off. I mean, almost anybody could wear it. Can you imagine Tony Stark was Odin? That could be like a what if story, right? Actually, you know what I would do? I would actually make, what if Tony Stark was Loki, a Loki? So I didn't know if you noticed on my Odin picture that I had tweeted out. What I tried to do was I actually hid this variant Loki in the background. And what I was trying to do in the picture, it was so subtle. I was just trying to make it look like he was the time variance Loki, like sneaking into the picture with all these other characters. So it wasn't really him. Didn't make any sense though, because you had a whole bunch of variants of like Thor. So they could have all been some part of some time variance or whatever. But I really do like, so I'm going to talk about the cape a little bit. So this Thor right here is the comic book Thor, which is probably one of my favorite Thor figures. And because he is the comic book version up there of the Thor. So I really dig when they stick to kind of like the comic book. I mean, I do like the MCU ones, but these comic book ones are actually really, really cool. So the thing is about his cape is that it's like flowing. It is soft and everything, and I like that it's like situated on there. I don't like these capes so much because they're kind of hard. Like if you want to put him in like a kneeling position or something like that, his cape's going to be flowing back because it won't like lay on the ground and fold. And so the Odin has like the same issue because this cape does flex a little bit, but not too much. And one of the things that when I was doing the picture, if you saw, I had the one picture where he was kind of like doing like this. He was actually balancing on his cape. So it was helpful in that respect, but not helpful because I actually wanted it to kind of like fold back a little bit. Let's see. Hey, how's it going? I was just talking about balancing. I saw you down there and I said he was balanced on his cape. You probably caught that. The cape. Oh, head swapping. Again, yeah, I will. Okay, wait. You want me to take? So the capes won't come off. So like, I tried to like take this cape off and it wouldn't come off. But are you asking about a head? Yeah. See, like if I take this off, this is pretty well like attached, and this cape right here is pretty well attached. Also, it's not going to come off, unfortunately. And you can force these to come out, but then you're sort of stuck. Like, what are you going to do? And you'd probably have to make some type of the cape. Yeah, the cape doesn't come off on these guys. But I mean, I can always pull it off and do like some sort of a cloth cape if I wanted to. Can you imagine? You ever seen like these older guys that go down to like the beach, or you see them on the beach and they've been like working out and pumping iron. This could be like something like this. What if Odin was had to be Thor? Would he wear this headdress, right? While he was running around as the god of thunder. It could be kind of interesting. What if he was Loki, another variant, but a Thor Odin Loki? That's like a mismatch, right? And you know, it's interesting. I did think it was kind of funny about these heads. Let's take a closer look. Let's see if you guys can see the heads. Yeah, that one head just has teeth sticking out of it, and I still to life can't. Yeah, it's not supposed to be a smile. Maybe he's like gritting his teeth or something like that. I don't know. That actually worked though, putting Odin's head on this body a little bit. And the reason why I thought that helmet was going to be stuck on there, just so you know, is I have this Thor Ragnarok, and this helmet does not come off this head, which I think is kind of weird. You know, it's like it doesn't come off. And I think it should, but if you take it off, he's probably not going to really have any hair underneath there. That's why I'm like hesitant to do it. And then because I might break these arm pieces, I've had pretty bad luck trying to get some of these like thinner plastic helmets off. I end up like ruining them, and then I can never put them back on again. Yeah, I wish, you know what? Okay, so I agree and disagree. I don't know how to do that. There's a show called Psych where the guy goes, "We're gonna agree to agree, or we're gonna, instead of agree to disagree." I do like the soft robes, and there are times when I think they are totally appropriate. I wish this had a little bit more softness, but I really do appreciate this look right here because it's not too out of control. And for Odin, posing, unless I put him in like a battle scene or something like that, which I don't know, you're not really going to have Odin in that much of a battle scene, because in almost all of the instances where you would have seen him, he kind of just like stands around, right? Like Kat said earlier, he didn't even smile until he was getting ready to die. But I don't know. I just think it's interesting about that Thor Ragnarok that the thing didn't come off, but you got like Loki and his little headpiece does come off, and it's kind of more flimsy than anything. And then, but yeah, I really wish this helmet would come off. It just doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. Kat thinks that the Odin Loki is scary. Head swapping is a worrying and concerning hobby. Yeah, because you guys are turning it into a mountain and making a mountain out of a molehill. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing a few head swaps now and again. You might be, there might be a head swap in your future. No, I doubt it. I'd have to fly all the way over there. So I did do this thing. I did a TikTok video and I wanted to show this. So, like I was not happy with this US agent. I'll just show you guys this because his gun, this is what I think is, okay. So let me grab, shoot, where am I? Okay. So here's the Black Widow figure. And oh no, this is the figure art. So they did the thing where they lock the gun in. Okay, so I'll show you this one. This is my Baroness version of the Black Widow figure. Okay, I can do that next. I'm going to finish this story because Kat wants Jackson Odin. I will do that. So you see the holster here? It's a small plastic holster that fits on the leg, and the gun comes out. I mean, how hard is that to do? Is to make like a little tiny holster where the gun can pop in and out. or to give you like two holsters like the Figure Arts does, a one without the gun and a gun, and one with just the holster with the gun molded in it for display. So what they did with that US agent is they gave us this gun inside of a holster. Now you're wondering how I'm holding it. You can't draw the gun. It was all one piece molded. And we know if we watch the show, they use that. He used his gun a lot in that show. I cut that off of his leg. And I took this gun and holster right here from this Viper. I was able to get another Viper from Target, and I took his holster. It's fine because I can always give it back if I need to. It's just a strap that goes around his leg, but now he has a gun and holster, and he can draw it out. And if I wanted to display this guy, like he would have been in the show with a gun out, he actually has one. And the crazy part is that there's a Captain America version coming out that was a Walmart exclusive, and I looked at the pictures. It's going to be the same gun in the holster that you can't draw. Now, how hard would that have been to take existing works that they already had for their GI Joe classified and just throw that on the leg of the U.S. agent and the Captain America? I think that would have been like super easy for them to do. Thank you. And I think it would have been super easy for them to do. And I mean, I think a lot of people would have just been really, really happy with that. Okay, so part of the problem with the Jackson that we discovered is that little peg hole is really small. So part of the way to do this kind of head swap is, I'm not going to be drilling that, but that would be like the Odin body with the Jackson head, which basically goes on any figure at all. And can you imagine if this was a Kowakian monkey lizard head on that? You'd have another variant of Odin. But what if Odin was trapped out in space and he had to put a spacesuit on and floating around? And there you have it. You got Odin Jackson. Whoop, head fell off because it's not permanent. And Jackson Odin. Yeah, see, the problem is you can't really swap this head that well because of the peg. Like I'd have to like get another Jackson and actually drill that hole a little bit better. But I think this head pretty much can go on like literally any figure. I think it looks super cool. Look at my shaking fingers. Oh my gosh, that is pretty bad. So anyways, that is a Jackson head swap. Yes, Salacious, it's Jackson Odin. Maybe that should be a Jackson monkey lizard. What you doing? Yeah, head swapping still. You're welcome. All right, so basically, I did that premiere. I know it was really last minute, so I really thank everybody for stopping and checking that out. I was super happy to get these figures. I'm more happy. You know, it's funny because I actually wanted this Iron Man because of the heads-up visor, and I was going to pass on the Odin. But if I had to rate these two figures right now, I have a lot of Iron Man figures, and this one is a good figure. I'm not going to say that it's not. This is a good figure. He has plenty of accessories. He has extra hands, and he has this piece that comes off his arm right here. And I say it comes off his arm. It just always seems to be popping off since I've taken him out of the box. But the coolest accessory that I think he has is he has like these firing missiles that fit on the arm. And I think that one is actually one of the coolest features of this figure. Now, does that make him a premium price figure? Because all of these figures, these Infinity Saga figures, are just more. They just cost more. And in a way, this Iron Man is cool. The box is really nice. I do like the heads up visor. I do like this feature that it looks like it's lit up, even though it's not. He's got good flexibility and everything. But I don't think that this is a premium figure or anything like that. And I wouldn't normally, but I like Iron Man. I collect Iron Man figures, so of course I'm gonna get them. But the one standout of the two figures that I got this week, this Odin right here, is actually the one I'm really digging. So I think this guy is the cool one. But anyways. And I think like when you stand them up and you got them next to, say, Thor, and then you put like Loki in there, and they're all kind of wearing some type of a headdress, I do think they actually look really cool together. So I think out of the figures, these two that I picked up, I was excited to see that the Odin just looked pretty spectacular to me. And so I was glad to grab that one. But anyways, real short, I just wanted to do a live stream to see if anybody had any questions or anything about these figures. And it was the first time I had ever done like a premiere properly. So I wanted to just kind of mention that. In the past, I had scheduled some videos and I had clicked the button that said premiere. And what I didn't know at the time was that if I'm logged on and watching along, I could like actually talk to the people that were watching the video. So I actually had comments of people saying, "Hey, I'm here," and I'm looking at the comment later. I don't know what that is, but I finally figured it out. So that's why I wanted to do that. And then I added this in just in case anybody wanted to stick around and talk about it. But I really appreciate stopping by and checking out the premiere and then joining me for this really short live stream. So thank you. And I really appreciate it. And have a fantastic day. Bye, everybody.